Well, that's mildly inconvenient. Hi, people.
Are we coming through now?
Hopefully we are. Welcome back. Did you hear none of what I just said? Because I said a whole lot. You don't even know. Well, welcome nonetheless to the stream. I guess. Yeah, I was talking about Milk in their game versus Wireless Jacks. I think I need a Wireless Jack right now for my internet because just things going all kinds of haywire. But as long as you can hear me now, not too much damage done. It was only a minute and a half without our lovely voices. So again, I'm Palidore and Sputnik is here.
And missing the cross pass as a stunned JL Graham is able to retrieve it, trying to get that bounce shot, but it will sail wide.
It does, and off to Jailgram it goes. So here it will be Callan taking it off to Captain Will up top. Misses the shot from that corner, though, as he's pressured by a Chocolate.
And a scramble for the disc as a brawl happens. They still maintain possession, sending it to Pac-Man. JL Graham approaching Bubble, looking for a cross pass, but able to get it is Kaznaz, clearing it to Trench.
And through to mid as well as some boosts come on through. A pileup of players forming here as they look for the disc. First to it is JL Graham, gets it over to Captain Will, just waiting, biding his time, finds a shot online. 3-2 now for Milk.
Maybe a slight miscommunication or judgment call as Nebula boosted out of the bubble, leaving a completely open goal. Hopefully they won't make another mistake like that, and we'll see them kind of get into the rhythm with this next joust.
Yeah, so apparently the chat hadn't heard us just talking in the pre-game. Apologies for that. We are going through some setup issues along with the server changes from these two teams. Kind of got us all a little bit haywire, but that's okay. You're here for the chaos, right? Wait, no, chaos played last night. In any case, here goes Rox Titan. He's going to loop around for the runaround to the goal. Captain Will finds it. Nice assist.
So Rox Titan subbing for Team Milk. Rox Titan being one of the stronger players in previous season. And it's great to see him again in Season 3 subbing. I hope to see a lot more of him.
Same here. Yeah, we were just seeing some discussion over there in the chat for the Discord on how someone needs to pick up Rox. He's subbing here, but he's a very good player. He needs to be on one of those teams. Pick him up. But for now, trying to pick up the disc is Chocolate for Nebula. Going for a deep pass. Wow, that was a great one, but even better on the grab is Callan. And then Captain Will helping him out, too, to get it cleared.
But not able to get that clear out of their back end. And Sweet Tooth to retrieve it, looking forward for that pass, getting it in a 3-4, but able to get it above goal with the deficit is Late Toast at 3 meters.
So just trading goals right there, and Late Toast very much on time on that one and on the line for the 2 points. Mentioned, I believe, before we went unmuted, that Nebula is making their debut tonight. This is their first game. They have another one later on, right now facing against Milk, who debuted, as I mentioned, yesterday. So a lot of teams, I mean, it's week 1, so we're seeing these new teams, new names forming. Milk and Nebula, both new teams, at least by name, but obviously recognizable faces here, Spot.
Oh, definitely. And it's great to see everyone out and playing at all levels, all skill levels, because this is a league that's built for everyone, and it's great to see everyone participate.
Yeah, so new faces and new places, and some new faces just in this place for the first time. Either way, we're glad that they're in place, and I'm going to put a smile on my face here as Rox Titan tries to wait for his teammates to form. All of them kind of on the ground here. Interesting strategy, but actually might buy them the goal, and it does. Captain Will.
You can see Kaz low in the goal, expecting maybe a shot to the lower quadrant of the goal, anticipating that. Captain Will saw it, and he shot to the upper quadrant.
Solid from him. And Captain Will, I was mentioning Chaos a little while ago. Well, he was on Chaos for the preseason. Finding himself a new home here, though, on Nebula. And a clear will go out there as a good regrab from Captain Will, leeching off of that boosted Kaznaz and maybe finding himself an opportunity. There's a 2-on-1, and he will get that done.
So with a 9-4 lead with roughly 4 minutes remaining, Nebula has an uphill battle, but they're not going to quit, and we're going to see some good plays from them as they have this joust advantage.
Always. Quick thanks to Ryan Rhino 8 Twitch Prime subscription there. Appreciate that very much. However, as this disc gets stolen and flung. However, I thought you're Ryan 8 now. If I saw that right. That shot not quite there.
So scrambling forward on the floor, sending a back pass to Callan. Callan looking immediately to the right, getting it to JL Graham. JL Graham in front of the goal with a slam dunk from Captain Will. A great pass play, great screen, and extending their lead by 7 points.
Put a little pizzazz on that one, and they'll take it. Got the Jazz hands, and 11-4. That's a nice start here for Milk.
So with Joust advantage, 3 minutes remaining, setting it to the left tube, immediately boosting down, trying to find something. Kaznad's looking, staying in the tube, getting that pass, but it's just a little wide. If they can retrieve it, they might have something.
It was a good look. It was just he was bothered by the defender there. I think it was Callan. So it was nice job by Milk to cut off the pass, but still Nebula retaining at least momentarily, maybe collecting it here. Actually, Captain Will, some more nice grabs, getting the leeches. And again, just cut off in these passes is Nebula, thanks to the defense from Milk. But finally gets one through, and there's a 6-point. Kaznaz finding that one, but it took him an awful lot just to work through that D.
That it did with 2 minutes remaining. It's still anyone's game. A 5-point deficit is only 45 seconds to come back from, with maybe a 3 and 1-2. So I really look forward to what they have for the rest of this round.
And a quick apologies too to, I think Gilligan mentioned the plugin isn't working. And yes, I was aware of that. It was unfortunately one of our issues that I was having among a few. But hopefully I can make up to it with a pun down the line at some point. Here it goes, the Rocks. Titan cannot find the goal. Put back, not good. So Milk missing a couple gimmies, and Callan will take it right back.
Looking for that screen pass, but going wide. Captain Will to retrieve it under pressure, sending it back to Callan with a nice, beautiful no-look back pass.
Here's some good positioning, though, off another one, but third miss in a row within the 5 feet of the goal, it seems. And now there is Sweet Tooth letting a sweet clear loose. And now the boost, and there is not the juice. It gets spilled. I gotta cry over that spilled milk, I guess, right? But here it goes, and off to maybe the ceiling where Kaznaz will recover, but nope, just slapped right back out again.
Knocking it off the head of the teammate, but sending it right back to the bubble of Milk. Milk on the floor, going for that clear. Not able to get it.
And again, the possession changes aplenty at the moment. Kaznaz looking for stability here to Chocolate. And Chocolate trying not to get melted by Captain Will right there as he gets bothered heavily. Meanwhile, the disc getting knocked backwards. Some heavy-handed passes reaches Captain Will. And that's another deep clear back into Nebula's side, where a boost.
Incredibly fast boost, beating Team Nebula on every boost, those 2 stacks, and getting the 2 points at 5 meters.
That was a good run right down the court, just end to end to cap this round off perhaps. There's still just enough time for maybe one more goal, about 8 seconds or so after this joust goes off, but we'll see what happens here. 7 seconds and counting. There is a kind of failed headbutt joust, but seems like they won't be punished for it in any sense. So with round 1 in the books, it's Nebula falling to Milk 13-6, but still at least a round to go.
And with the teams exchanging good games, they're looking forward to the second game, and I definitely am. Fairly even, a good match, some missed shots, some missed opportunities. Maybe they can make sure that this round they won't make those.
Yeah, right now, well, talking about the opportunities, Captain Will benefiting off plenty with 11 points. So almost did the entire scoring load for his team there, 11 out of 13. JL Graham with the 2 points and a couple assists for him, as well as Rocks Titan with a couple assists. But yeah, Captain Will just doing it all at the moment. Over on Nebula's side, it's 2 apiece for Late Toast, Kaznaz, and Sweet Tooth. I gotta say, I almost feel like for Nebula, these names are flip-flop. I hope I'm not overlay is not incorrect because, look, we got Late Toast, we got Chocolate, Sweet Tooth. They should be named Milk. Kaznaz is just kind of there for the ride, I guess, but everyone else, very sweet themed.
Yeah, definitely food themed. But Nebula, nonetheless, coming through with these names that are a little uncharacteristic for a Nebula, for a celestial phenomenon. But with the round underway, we look forward with 5 seconds counting down now.
Celestial phenomenon is what they called me in college. Just kidding, I didn't go to college. Here it goes off the joust into the corner pocket here. JL Graham and Captain Will getting spilled with the defense and the brawls, but Kaznaz takes it over, clears it over to Late Toast, and Late Toast, a most unfortunate punch against him to knock the disc loose, but still looking good on the sling back and get there first.
So retrieving off the floor is JL Graham, mainly going for the clear through mid, getting it through the left tube, and the boosts come out. Able to snag a boost off a teammate and retrieve it off the floor is Sweet Tooth, with another subsequent clear through tube as the team scramble for possession.
There were some nice redirects there too from Rock's Titan. He couldn't get the disc first, but he was very fast on the approach, got a redirected boost just to pressure some of the fast passes. So, again, Rock's subbing here today, but really should be on a team somewhere. He is very, very good player. Chocolate looking for the teammate on the other side. It was Kaz, but just gets knocked as well.
Talking about this theme of celestial phenomenon, Rock's Titan playing.
Whoa.
He's a stellar player, and with that bounce off the crossbar, able to pick it right back up. JL Grim at 1 meter. To pull ahead by 2 points.
You saw the stack there. A duo of Milk players got there first. They were kind of gauging it, thinking maybe it had a chance to go in, and it did. And then finally securing it once they determined that that cookie was not getting dunked in the milk. I guess. I don't know. Sweet Tooth will lose the disc, though, to Rox. You can see Rox even trying to headbutt the disc on the way through. Captain Will slings it, and there is a stack forming for both teams. Blue Nebula there first. Off to the other side. A good recognition on the pass to Sweet Tooth, but a better collection here from Rox. Rox finding a low momentum JL Graham, finding a higher momentum Captain Will, but he gets stopped by the defense of Kaz.
Latos not able to get that clear off the floor. It will go back into the hands of Milk. Milk getting it off the ceiling, looking for passing, but getting stopped, but able to still retrieve it and send it to the back line.
Great recognition on that pass there. It's too strong on the second one. Rox will still get that one, but fantastic defense from Nebula right now. They are pressuring pretty hard. Now that said, that backboard shot just barely missing a rebound. Rox cannot get it as well, so we've seen a few of those near misses from Milk, but no doubt partially due to the pressure coming in from Nebula's defense.
Definitely very physical defense, causing this team Milk to scramble. Even though that's eggs, and I'm trying to really get these milk jokes, which I can't.
Gotta milk them for everything they're worth, Sputnik. All these jokes, all these puns, that's what I do. It's at least what I try, and so far it's working. But off to the other side again. Turnover. Rox Titan finds the clear, finds the punch, and now some boosted players coming in first for Nebula as a Captain Will, a fast approaching Captain Will get that to Callan, and Callan caps it. 3 points, 5 now for Milk.
So with 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, a 5-0 lead, Team Milk. What will Nebula do to respond?
That is a question. The thing is, Nebula's defense of this round and towards the end of last round too was starting to pick up and look pretty good. Right now, it's the offensive end though that they're struggling with some of these passing plays and just trying to get it, get those good-looking passes. A lot of those ones on the other side were just a bit too strong, it seemed, and the spacing just not quite there because the defense from Milk just the same, also strong, especially if you leave them open lanes to defend. Now, there you go, a defense from Nebula, and that's kind of the inverse of what I was saying. It's applying to a Milk side there. You can see that pass just too long. It makes the cutoff easy for the defenders.
Sweet Tooth with a good read. Now he's with his 2-on-1, getting the cross pass and the shot. JL Graham at 4 meters.
Now that was a lovely one right there for their 7th point. And see, that time, the spacing a lot tighter. They're both kind of cutting in conjunction. And just because of the closer spacing on that one, they're wasn't really an opportunity for the goalie to dive, so it just meant a nice scoring opportunity for Milk.
So with Joust possession, Kaznaz taking it from Nest, sending it to left tube. Looking for that pass at floor, he connects to Late Toast. Late Toast looking for his teammates, creating distance from this defense.
Now down low, so there is, again, one of those long passes. It does get through as a Sweet Tooth kind of loses a tooth there, just went flying in a weird direction, but Chocolate and Sweet both there. Only for a moment, the disc loose again, and off the head of Sweet Tooth. Toothache, Captain Will, is that going to be in? Almost, maybe off the second attempt, but on the rebound instead, and a headbutt rebound at that because it was a 3. Beautiful from J.L. Graham.
A great headbutt, not taking it from his teammate, just merely assisting it. Although he did take it with that headbutt, actually, it was awarded to him. So with 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining and down by 10, Nebula has to make something happen, and they have to make it happen now.
What great awareness there. So either way, was it a headbutt or did it just ricochet in off the backboard or the shield, I should say?
I believe it was a headbutt because I don't think that shot was thrown by JL Graham and it was merely finished by JL Graham.
Yeah, okay, so that's what I thought. So just hats off to him because that takes some incredible awareness to make that result in the 3 points. So just lovely play from Milk to go up by double digits here as they look to maybe pile on some more. Kaznaz in the goal there. Very good goalie. And not able to stop that, though, because Captain Will comes through.
Captain Will cutting down. Rocks Titan seeing that opportunity and getting a beautiful pass to his teammate.
Yeah, passing for Milk right now on point. It's leading to a lot of these close dunks. I mean, again, it's Milk, so you're going to dunk. But they're just doing a great job with these passing plays right now. And again, Nebula has been pretty good defensively, but end of the day, if they can't capitalize offensively, eventually you're going to be worn down by an offense like Milk's.
How many times do you dunk your cookie in the milk before you eat it?
That like a trick question, like how many licks does it take to get to a center of a Tootsie Pop?
I mean, it's however you interpret it. But it's definitely not an innuendo.
I would certainly hope not, or you're fired. Off it goes to Sweet Tooth down low, and there's some beautiful offense from them. Late Toast the assist.
So still a 10-point game. Nebula to get on the board with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. They've got an uphill battle, and they've got to start fighting it now.
Yeah, not a lot of time on their side, unfortunately. Callan looking for a quick clear. Now that'll take a few awkward bounces, eventually finding Sweet Tooth and Chocolate. Almost a pairing made in heaven just with those two names, but Late Toast taking that over the stack, impending. And looks like maybe a battery went out or a punch went off because that hand is broke, at least for a second. And right now, Captain Will has it stolen by Chocolate, but taking it right back with a yoink and no point because Chocolate wants more.
A nice quick exchange of punches, trading possession, and getting that clear into the backfield, but Milk is there getting it and setting it down below the tube.
And now through mid, off to these boosted players, trying to scan the situation as Captain approaches. JL playing the passing lane perfectly. And now looking for a good dish up to the bow tie. Going down low now, Captain Will, shot fake, a pass, rocks, another pass. A very nice composure being shown by Milk. And maybe gonna buy them the goal, and it will. Rocks tight.
Rocks Titan able to read that clear from Kaznaz. Kaznaz trying to get it through the right tube. Rocks Titan reading it, grabbing it off post, and driving towards the goal and shooting it at 1 meter.
That was, again, the composure there from Milk was very nice. They had a few opportunities, but the defense was pretty clustered there in the bubble, so they were just trying to pass around looking for their best one, and it eventually did result in a goal.
So down by 12 with less than a minute remaining, Nebula making their drive towards Milk's bubble, getting into the bubble. Let's see what they can do.
And that is what they did there. Make it a 10-point game. Not enough time to come back, but enough time to get some points at the very least for Nebula.
So a good showing from Nebula. Trying to get as many points as they can. 30 seconds remaining. Joust advantage to Milk. Milk just has to kill the clock. Let's see what they can do.
Ooh, well, that's a bit of a killer play there. Not exactly what they wanted, so that will result in the points, perhaps unexpectedly, to Milk again. Lanzen saying, yeah, not enough mathematical time, a minute or so ago, indeed. But
Definitely not enough mathematical time with 5 seconds remaining.
So that will be the expiration of the round off a missed shot there. It'll be game to Milk over Nebula, 2-0, and then the second round, 14-6.
Captain Will coming through with 13 points. Definitely the point leader for Milk. Milk coming out with a decisive win. And Sweet Tooth for Nebula with 6 points in 2 rounds. As well as the most stuns with 34 stuns for the 2 rounds. And we've lost the stats.
Yeah, tends to happen. Because, again, the rule set right now is currently not set to Season 1 rules for VRML in the game. So, therefore, it was going to go to a third round in a sec, so they opted to restart. So, yeah, it's okay. We'll hopefully, work our way into Rad's ear and have them update that at some point again. But not their fault by any means, because the best of 3 situation was only determined within the week, basically, of Season 1 starting. So, yeah,